Hello and welcome to Sunday Book Day. I'm your host, Fairy Princess Lolly. Today we'll be reading a real fairy tale based on a true story written by Ammie Hague and illustrated by Leonhard. Princess Lolly and the Will-O-Wisp Hunt. There once was a bright fairy princess whose title was nigh ostentatious. To avoid royal folly, they just called her Lolly and went on about their business. When her lessons were done each day, Princess Lolly whiled the hours away, making mischief and mayhem all over the kingdom, more fun than being queen, I dare say. Shenanigans were her favorite thing, giant croquet and barbarian baiting. But on this particular eve, the princess set out with great speed to go wild will-o'-the-wisp hunting. As she prepared to exit the castle, she thought it sure would be razzle-dazzle to bring my magical friends, Connor and Tristan the dragon, and invited them along without hassle. Now the trio of friends started talking whilst into Sherwood Forest were walking, when they were joined by Lily, a silly young gilly, who told them no wisps were a-frolicking. No glowing orbs, well that was bunk. Into the woods the four friends slunk. Tiptoeing down the path they so happened to pass a will-o'-wisp stuck in a tree trunk. How now, will-o'-wisp, what is this? I'm stuck in this stump, fair princess. So Lily climbed the tree and plucked the bauble free. Quite grateful, the wisp whispered this. Other wisps are hidden all around, some in the woods or in town. We got lost on our romp, venturing out from the swamp. Please help us get back to our grounds. So the quadruplets set off in a jiffy, headed past the local blacksmithy. They espied a warm light, glowing like coals in the night, whom Tristan the dragon freed quickly. The intrepid bunch searched low and high, wedged in some stones, heard a will-o'-wisp cry. Connor moved all the rocks, he was strong as an ox, and the wisp floated up to the sky. By the just field they paused for a rest, and chatted about the games they liked best, where Lolly saw on the quintain a wisp struggling in vain, whom she rescued without any protest. Where should they look next, they pondered, as the four friends idly wandered, for a very long spell, over hill, across dale, under bushes, in holes, over yonder. But the next will-o'-wisp posed a surprise, for right before the fairy troop's eyes, tangled up in the branches, a sphere struggled hapless, a plan of action they had to devise. The gang rallied together to confer, deciding that this required teamwork. To relieve the orb's distress, a toadstool pile would be best to stack up and use as a ladder. Then they proceeded to hunt and groom the forest floor in search of mushrooms. From the largest to the smallest, the stack rose shortest to tallest, till the fungi precariously loomed. Princess Lolly directed the production. Using strength, Connor held the foundation. Lily waited with a net, while Tristan climbed the turret, and she caught the wisp soft as a cushion. Cheers of huzzah and hurrah filled the air, for the crew was all the more merrier. They had planned to success and found all the will-o'-wisps, gathering them up with due care. Throughout Sherwood Forest they roamed, returning the wisps to their home, when one whispered to Lolly, "It'd be great if you'd follow me. I think my friend's lost in the gloam." Instead of going along splendid, it suddenly all was upended, because wisps by their natures just love to be pranksters, so the princess they kind of misled. Although Her Highness was dubious, she followed because she was curious. With a splash through the bog, she got lost in the fog. The whole situation was spurious. When the mist finally cleared for the damsel, she said, "This detour home leaves me frazzled. I'm in a place called Wenatchee, wherever that might be, and must be getting back to my castle." So that's where this fairy tale ends. Worry not, for another begins. Princess Lolly is clever and won't stay lost forever. She'll again reunite with her friends. To be continued. If you enjoyed today's story, you can purchase a personalized copy for yourself using the link in the low bar. If you would like to continue following our adventures, click that like button. Also, find us on Patreon. Your support there really goes a long way towards helping us continue to bring these stories to you, from our heart to yours. Have a happy Sunday book day, everybody. Bye-bye.